Welcome, sewing machine enthusiasts, to the Lady Kenmore on the Myers Design Studio. This is a Kenmore Model 89. This would have been a machine you could purchase from the Sears catalog in 1958 through, I believe, 1961, depending on their inventory. This particular model was really expensive at the time. It was probably, I think it was $289 in a cabinet. And it featured some really exciting things. You're going to see a built-in stitch selector. This is something that Berninas at the time had just started to do as well. This machine has 19 stitches, I believe, and it also is reverse capable. So you'll see these red stitches over here to the right. There is a cam selector that will turn the reverse stitches up, and that will actually engage the reverse capability for those two stitches. One is it's a popular Bernina stitch. I forget which one that one is. And the other one is a heart decorative stitch, which is really cool. This machine was built by the Gritzner Kaiser company in West Germany for Sears. This machine was also produced by the Gritzner Kaiser company for themselves, and it was called the Radiomatic. Again, you'll note that this looks a lot like a radio, and in fact, selecting stitches happens by turning the dial and sort of dialing in the stitch that you're looking for. The Radiomatic was available in Germany. There's also an interesting bit of history because both Gritzner and Kaiser were established sewing machine companies, and they had been around a long time and then merged at some point and had wildly successful, zigzag capable machines. They had free arms. They had a lot of stuff that was sort of in competition with other manufacturers like Bernina and Elna and Necki. There was a lot of innovation that was happening. The Gritzner factory burned down and at some point, and the Foss company said, hey, I think we would like to maybe help you out. So they bought Gritzner Kaiser, and then they proceeded to put their label on this same sewing machine and sell it as well. So in addition to the Gritzner, the GK, Gritzner Kaiser Radiomatic, you would have been able to purchase this machine as the FOF 280. FOF machines are often really well regarded and highly collectible in lots of places. You may think that a Kenmore couldn't possibly be a collectible item, but these are actually wildly popular for collecting because, one, they're pink, which who doesn't love a pink sewing machine? And two, they're just really strong German workhorses. This is comparable in my mind to the Neckis that I have that are sort of smooth and sort of known as the Ferraris of their of sort of the sewing machine industry. And if they are the Neckis or Ferraris, then I would hazard to say that this is a Porsche, because honestly, these run smooth and they're really wonderful to sew on, and they're super strong. Again, a bit of a muscle car from the 1950s. If you are looking at one of these, what you're going to find very often are condition issues. You're going to see that this faceplate is missing and or it's just kind of messed up. Do not let that dissuade you from purchasing and playing with it if that's something that comes across. The only thing I would say, if you do come across this machine, obviously you want to look at electrical. I think you've heard that on the channel before, but really you want to look at electrical stuff. But the one thing that's something that's missing is often this needle plate can be gone. And if that's gone, you possibly should pass unless you're able to find a way to work around it, because that is not something that you can find. You will find bobbins and needles and all kinds of other parts. You can find the belts. There's lots of helpful information on Facebook. There's actually a Lady Kenmore group on Facebook. You can find them as well. Hopefully you find this useful. If you do come across any of these German machines, you're going to see a lot of them because they're some of my favorite sewing machines as a collector. And I really think they're just really fun. These late 50s sewing machines are just so great and so fun to collect and sew on. Hope you enjoyed this and learned something. And yeah, like and subscribe.